Welcome back to Chronicle, Saturdays in the South.
As you approach that rock, I mean, it is like, it's a sacred thing.
I'm in the tunnel with the South Carolina football team. We're getting ready to take the field in front of 80,000 people, the best fans in America, and go compete.
And you just can sense all of the intensity of our fans.
So I love 2001, but I love what that moment means, probably even more so than that.
When it comes to Saturdays in the South, for a number of fans, you could sum it up with two words: all in, Clemson Tigers, or Dabo Swinney. When I say Saturdays in the South, what comes to mind?
Football. It's, just passion, football, hanging out with friends, tailgates. For me, going all the way back to finding a radio to listen to the Alabama game as a kid growing up. But there's no question the passion and the enthusiasm for college football in the South is just, it's one of those things, until you have lived here, it's hard to really understand. It's a family reunion every single Saturday in Clemson, South Carolina. There's a lot of people who didn't go to Clemson, whose kids came to Clemson. And then they go on about their life, but the parents stay. Like they all will just meet back in Clemson. And it's this family reunion feel every time.
When the buses come around and everything is happening, you walk off the bus and you're standing there by the rock and you touch it and you run down the hill. Walk me through what's going through every pore in your body.
Well, it's indescribable, really. But man, I mean, it still makes the hair stand up on my arms. And as you approach that rock, I mean, it is like, it's a sacred thing. And you just can sense all of the intensity of our fans. And then the team gets there, and man, there's just the people on the hill are yelling, and then it's like, all right, let's go. And then that cannon shoots off, and man, I get down there, I try to get out there and lead, and then I'm the last one to the sideline. I make sure I see every player that comes down that hill and look them in the eye, and then I go and we get on with business. But it is truly one of the certainly most unique, but it's an experience that no one will ever forget. These players, it's something that they'll remember for the rest of their life, and it truly is, the most exciting 25 seconds in all of college football.
When you're on the sidelines and something great happens, do you hear the crowd?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Man, our crowd is amazing. I mean, there's been sometimes I can't hear anything but the crowd. It's so loud. There's been some amazing moments in that stadium. But I love to hear the roar of the crowd. There's nothing better.
And on the flip side, when a play doesn't go right,
I don't hear that. I don't hear that.
So the roar of the crowd, the players on the field, the band, and what they do and bring to Saturdays in the South, you don't get it anywhere else.
No, pageantry. I mean, it's this magical thing. You wish our world could just be like that. Like, you have all these people, a lot of these people may not even talk to each other Monday through Friday. But man, on Saturday, they've got that type, hey, they're hugging each other, they're high-fiving each other. It don't matter what faith they are or what politics they have, they all love the Tigers. And that is a very powerful thing to be a part of and to experience. It's magical. It really is. I mean, where can you get 85,000 people to all be in unison and different walks of life, but they all love the Tigers, this common ground.
Well, the rivalry in the team in the center of the state, how is that?
Let me tell you, this Clemson South, it's intense. It's intense. Like, it means a lot to so many people in this state. I got some Gamecock friends. I pray for them daily.
Now, you really can't tell the whole story without including our friends down in Columbia. So, Julia Morris, I'm going to toss it to you.
There are always so many special traditions around game day, and here in Columbia there are quite a few. From Sandstorm in 2001 to Gamecock Walk, head coach Shane Beamer says this is his dream job.
Shane, you're the son of a college football legend.
You have lived across the country and held various different coaching positions throughout your life. But here in the South, what makes Saturdays in the South so special?
Yeah, just the pageantry, obviously, but you've got college communities, small towns that they all come together on Saturdays. And no matter what the week was like, no matter what their political affiliation, that's one thing they can all agree on Saturdays is cheering for their favorite team.
You mentioned that different groups come together on Saturdays that maybe we wouldn't see in any other element, but somehow this game brings people together. Why is that?
Oh man, there's a common, unifier, and that's just your college football team, and everyone can agree on that. And it's just so much more. I mean, it's one thing I just love about college athletics. It's just the atmosphere of a game day, because it's not just the football team, it's the cheerleaders, it's the band, it's the tailgating, it's friends being able to come together that the only time they get together are on home football weekends in the fall. And it's such an event, but it's just a great unifier for everybody to be able to come together and be together on a football weekend.
When you got the job here, you said it was your dream job. What makes Saturdays in Columbia so special?
I'm biased, but I believe we have the greatest fans in the nation. It's a college. That's one thing I love about Columbia. It's the capital of South Carolina, but it's a college town. And seeing the community rally around football Saturday here in Columbia is awesome. But you just talk about the tailgating, and for us, or for me, it's the Gamecock walk when we get here and we walk into the stadium with our players. And I find myself just watching videos of it year round just because it is so awesome. But I think it goes back to the core of what makes Saturdays so special. I mean, I have a picture hanging in my office of Gamecock Walk, and I love the picture because you see people just rows deep to talk to the players or see the players. You see little kids on the shoulders of their dad. And that's what it's about. Dad being able to take a son to a Gamecock football game, just like that dad probably did with his dad growing up as well. So it's a great snapshot of what college football is about in the South, and something that I'm so blessed to be a part of.
You mentioned the great traditions around South Carolina football, like Sandstorm 2001, Gamecock Walk. Is there one of those traditions that stands out above the others for you personally?
For me, it's probably just 2001. I can remember hearing it, like I said, in 1987 when I came in here with my dad as a 10-year-old. And it was a big deal then, and it's a big deal now. But for me, it's more just when I hear that, we're in the tunnel and we're about to go play. And if you ever watch me, like every time I'm in the tunnel, I'm focused on the game, don't get me wrong, but I'll always take time to just kind of look around and take it in. And I will never lose that appreciation for what I get to do. And we certainly want to celebrate the heck out of Saturdays, and nothing better than being able to celebrate it with the people that are most special to you. You can be able to go up to Clemson and win that game against Coach Sweeney and that program, which I've got so much respect for, was a pretty special moment. Being a lot of the pictures here in this office are of that day. And it's not so much the game, it's just being with my family afterwards, which was pretty special as well.
You mentioned that win over Clemson in 22 and the respect that you have for Coach Sweeney, but inside the lines, what does that rivalry mean to you?
It's very intense. I've been a part of some great rivalries in my time. This is the most heated, intense rivalry that I've ever been a part of, because it's year-round. And I think so much of it is kind of going back to this whole feature, football in the South and Saturdays in the South. There's no pro sports or major pro sports here in South Carolina, but there is great respect for the way they do things. I consider Dabo a very close friend that I talk to fairly regularly, and Kathleen, his wife, has been great to our family, and to Emily, my wife, and a program and people that I think a lot of.
And when I asked Coach Beamer about his legacy and what he hopes to leave in Columbia, he said aside from winning football games, he hopes that people remember him as someone who never changed who he was.